So I've been sent this boring head from Banggood.com, and I've been using it today actually, and I'm really quite impressed with it. When I first had it, I did take it apart, see how it worked, etc. And there's a little gib strip that runs inside there, and there's two pressure grub screws, and the one in the middle has actually got a ball bearing behind, so that's for sort of locking up. It's very well made actually, quite impressed with it. I had MT2 socket on there with a 3/8 thread for drawbar, and you can also get metric arbors depending on what you need, and obviously different sizes. And it was in two pieces, but I can't do it now because obviously I've been using it and it's nice and tight. Overall length, it's 3 inches or 75-80 mil, and it's approximately 2 inches across. I was also sent a set of cutters, and these are 12 mil diameter, or as close as. And you've got three positions, obviously: centre position, you've got an outside position if you're doing bigger cuts, and you've also got a side position, so if you were doing, well, pretty big dam holes actually, so I'll probably never be using that. So you want to set the cutter so it's the cutting edge is in the direction of the cut, so you're going to be increasing that, sending it that way, and you want to be approximately sort of parallel. Tight that. A couple of degrees here or there isn't going to make a difference, but okay, so you just tighten that up. Obviously I'm not going to tighten it up too much, and then you set it up in your machine. Obviously you need a hole first to start, so a hole bigger than the diameter of that is ideal really. And you set the pressure of, you know, how much sort of let's get the right key, told you it was annoying. So you wind that in, you can feel how much sort of drag there is on the gear, I suppose, and depending on how you want it, you can set that. Obviously you don't want it loose, but yeah, that's probably a bit nicer. So I normally just slacken that off, set the dimension that I require, and then just pinch that back up. It only needs a pinch, it'll hold nice and tight. But yeah, that's how it works basically. Obviously it's rotating, and you're trying to cut a hole. This was the one I've just been doing. I opened that up from 12 mil to 20 mil, and quite simply by advancing this cut, and as you can see when you wind that across, excuse my stomach rumbling. So obviously as you wind that across there, you can see, look, it basically pushes that part of the unit across, and obviously that's advancing that cut there. So anyway, I'll show you some of the cutting I was doing earlier, but this is the final piece that I've done, and this was the whole of board. This is actually two pieces of 1/4 inch or 6mm aluminium plate, and they've been bolted together because it's all been made as one unit, and it will eventually be split and have inserts in, so it's like a 2-bar. Well, it's from a beam engine that I'm building, so it'll be the rocking part of a beam engine. Now I needed to bore that out to 20 mil. Too big to fit on my lathe, to rotate round on my lathe. Could have mounted it on the top slide, sorry, the cross slide, and you know, use that in the actual lathe mandrel, and you could do the same thing with that. So still a useful tool even if you haven't got a milling machine. But yeah, there you go. So 20 millimeters. But yeah, for my first ever go with this, I'm actually really quite pleased with it. Nice bit of kit, superb. Put the bore gauge in on an angle, pinch up the locking screw, and then just rock it out. So as you rock it, it squeezes it in, sets it to size, and then you have to very carefully, and this It's not an easy task. You need to then just measure that inside your micrometer. And that'll give you the size. It's a very much a feel thing. You sort of do the same thing where you sort of just gently rock it and you just feel the stickiness. Okay, so that is 17.4, 17.39 actually. Okay, so to adjust it, I just want to release the tension on the gib, and then I'm going to increase by another 1/4 of a millimetre, so that round to 25. Got it there, can't see. Oh no, another 5 to go. Okay, that's now set to 25. So let's move the cutter a 1/4 of a millimetre in. Just pinch the gib back up, and we're ready to cut again. Okay, so I'm nearly there now. Another few passes and I should have this board out to 20 millimetres. It's very well finished, very well made. It's got a nice finish, all the graduations are nice and clear. The holes are all well bored. I've tried all the holes with the 12mm shank, and yeah, it all seems quite good. Obviously it's Chinese made, so you're never going to expect super quality, but to be honest, I can't actually fault this. I've had it all apart when I first received it, checked it out. The gibs work well. There's a little ball bearing in the centre just to lock it all off. This is obviously adjustable with the pressure you put on, and yeah, I can't really find anything wrong with it. So it came with a set of cutters as well. So you've got 9 cutters there. So you've got 3 different sizes of cutter, and obviously 3 different lengths. So obviously you want to keep it as short as possible to keep rigidity. I think the smaller ones are about 8mm to start with, and I think it goes up to might be 10, maybe 12 to the next size up. I haven't used the others, I've only used this one cutter. This is the first time I've ever used it, and to be honest, I'm actually quite impressed with it. So thank you Banggood for sending me this. It's going to be a real asset to my workshop. So thanks for watching the video, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. I've got various other videos on the Myford lathe back here, and some videos on engine making, model steam engines and stuff like that. So I just hope the video wasn't too boring.